So just about set now. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Matt Cain.
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Won-Young Lee in the box now. No balls in a strike. And here it comes. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. Won-Young Lee with her first major league home run, a special moment in her young career. And who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for her.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if she gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Oliveras, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Jessica Lasnewski stands in now and watches strike one. One run across in the frame so far, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Well struck right field. Back gone. Their first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And here is Corey Wolverine. And first offering is fouled off. Kane, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think she'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Sarah Foster. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So up next, Tony Oliva, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Grounder might be 2. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Well, this offense just got a major gift. Probably should have been a double play, but it all starts with the good feed to second. And right there, everything broke down on the throw. We'll see if they can capitalize on this.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. Their third home run of the inning. It's 6-0. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. She was all over that fastball.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Matt Cain won't go any further, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Drew Smith. He's making his second appearance of the season. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. This one smoked on its way out of here. They go back-to-back, and they add a run. It's 7-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
Next for the Padres, Joe Mauer. Homered last night, added another hit as well. That one is absolutely belted. And caught on the warning track. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, you know, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day, day in and day out.
One down, base is empty. On a line, base hit.
Seems like she got exactly what she was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise she put a great swing on it.
One Young Lee, the next up for the Padres. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reed snags it on the run.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jessica Lasnewski. Bounced up the middle. Oh, what a stop. The throw, nicely done for the out. But they take the lead on a huge 7-run outburst. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Padres 7, the Dodgers coming to bat. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And on the mound now, Tarek Skubal.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first. Now here is Tony Gwynn. The pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Waste no time there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So man aboard, and next for LA. Can't grab it cleanly. to first, and she just gets it there in time. One away. Here's some real power at the plate. Sasha Reed homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And gone! For second of the year, it's 7-2. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, then you'll get to jog around the bases like she did right there.
So one out, nobody on. Edgar Martinez digs in now. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. The wind to kick the pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another one. Back-to-back homers. It's 7-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Now here is Adrian Beltre. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Still only one out here in the inning. Here's a rocket out to left. Snags it for the second out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Ripped on a line, and it goes just foul. The wind of the pitch. Hammered down the line. Took the extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So two down. And up next for Los Angeles, Craig Biggio. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Hit left field, base hit. Around third. The throw in, but it's offline.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
But no trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-4. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Corey Wolverine. Smith back to work. That's in there. 0-1. That one way inside.
Well, she's so great about hitting the ball the other way. She hits those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten her up a little bit so she doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a ball popped up. Aaron gets under it. And out number one on the grab.
The batter, the third baseman.
And the batter now, Sarah Foster. This hitter is one of the best athletes in the sport. Way inside, gets out of the way. One out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good. But outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Stepping in for San Diego, Tony Oliva.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
The 0-2 gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Liner, base hit. And at first, so digging in now for San Diego, Gabby Porter. She's already homered here in this one. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Oliva off of first with two away. And a pitch. Foul ball. Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball. In the air, out towards left center. It falls in, and that's a hit. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a two-out double, second and third now.
Now back.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got two outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
The pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Up the middle, Biggio. On to first, and they get Arenado for the out. And that is the inning. Padres leave a pair. They hold a 7-4 lead. Bottom half of inning number 2. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Henry Aaron.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big-time power. There's a strike.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
Outside.
Next pitch is outside. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Line drive, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Gwynn takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better contact hitter than Tony Gwynn. The ball basically stood still for him. If it's near the plate, he'd get the barrel on it. Foul ball there.
Usually a pitcher has a plan for every at-bat, but with Gwynn, you can forget about that. Tony's going to be running the show when he's standing in the box. He's the one dictating the at-bat and pretty much hitting the ball wherever he wants to.
Got him swinging.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Bones in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The Dodgers trailing by 3, bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And another ball. Now snap throw to first. And he's back standing.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a lot of power, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
The 2-2. Got her swinging. She chased the changeup, and now 2 gone.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Started after it. Appeal to first. No swings, says Freddie Ferguson. Aaron leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next pitch is outside.
2-0 count to a hitter with this much pop at the dish. You better expect her to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
Kicks and deals. Swings through that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Step off, throw to first. Aaron gets back easily. Check swing. Did she go? Yes, she did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he deals. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for LA, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. And we're back on to the 3rd inning, and now Joe Mauer. The pitch. And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Padres really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He doesn't have a play, and they come away without an out.
All over that one right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Next to hit, Jung-woo out towards left center. She's got it, and there's one down.
Now back, the left fielder, Won Young Lee.
So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Won Young Lee. She's already homered in this game. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 9-4, and their fifth home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Well, I'm not really sure how she kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. She kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
One out, base is empty. Next for the Padres, Jessica Lasnewski. Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that's outside. Bounce to the right side. Biggio. 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 36.
She's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Two outs, base is empty. Corey Wolverine, the next up for the Padres. Singled and scored back in the first. She's 1 for 2. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Just missed.
2-1.
And the right-hander deals. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Aaron over to first. That's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 9-4. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine as we go to the last of the 3rd. Digging in, Edgar Martinez.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
This one in the air. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So digging in, Adrian Beltre. He's 0 for 1. And a good eye there. And another ball
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Now this is in the air down the line. Settles under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter.
Yandy Diaz now. Doubled in his first debut. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
The Padres leading by 5 here in the last half of the third. And another ball. And that one ripped to left. And that's just foul. And a pitch.
We got a full count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Craig Biggio up next for the Dodgers. Line drive, base hit right field.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
That one ripped, but foul. Two outs. Not close with that one. And the count is 1-1. Now fly ball to right center. Sizes this one up. And that's the inning. So the Dodgers leave one. They trail it here 9-4. Back here in L.A., stepping in the long ball threat, Sarah Foster. Seeing you talk about a player that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and she makes all the plays. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
And because of that big power arm, she's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
1-1.
The 1-1.
Well, it looks like she's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Righty delivers. Popped up. Beltre under it. 1 up, 1 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like she was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat her. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense. Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Bases empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting, shortstop, Gabby. Porter.
Stepping in for San Diego, Gabby Porter. She's a hitter who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this player hits for contact, so she delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Fastball for a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on her, she's still very comfortable because she has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball. She's a threat deep into the count as well.
Right-handed reliever. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and she'll see another. In the air, left field. Bones ranging back. Hauls it in to end the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jesse Lang.
And there's one thing on her mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Lang goes 5 feet 9 inches, only 18 years old, a former first-round pick in 2024. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Henry.
Henry Aaron steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Back to the top of the lineup, Tony Gwynn getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Here's one of those crazy stats about Tony Gwynn. If you split his career numbers in half, he'd still rank first in Padres history in runs, hits, total bases, and doubles.
On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throws to second. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of standing with mechanics.
Penny Bones steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw, and they got him.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Just off the inside edge.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
In the air, right field. Oliva settles under this one. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now 9-5. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 5th. And now, Nolan Arenado. The right-hander back to work. That one missing inside. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. John Franco getting loose out there. Reynolds also throwing. Righty to the plate. Out to short. Aaron. One up, one down.
The batter, the catcher, Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer, the next to hit. That's in there. 0-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. She paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 0-2. And there's a ball.
It's a good take.
And right back to the mound. Sends it to first. And the first two set down to the top of the fifth.
The second baseman, Jungwoo Cousins.
2 outs, base is empty. Jungwoo Cousins, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 2. This is a player you got to keep an eye on when she digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and she's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and she creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
2 outs. Fought off foul. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Left-hand batter waits.
That's outside.
Got her swinging. Padres down in order as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Sasha Reed. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Gets the outside corner with that one.
She doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Goes down looking.
Wow, short work to send her packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And a foul ball. The Padres leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. That misses, and the count even 1-1. And there's a strike. One down, base is empty. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Adrian.
Now the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
That one almost got him. In for a strike, and it's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And now the lefty swings and blasts one deep to left center. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one drilled left field. Lee makes the catch. And that will end the inning. 1 left for L.A. They trail it by 4. It's 9-5. So digging in now for San Diego, Won-Young Lee. And the way she's going in this one, we've been waiting for her spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This player's got 2 home runs already. Now she's going for number 3.
And a pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now she'll turn for second. It's a double, and she's 3 for 4 tonight. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
So up next, Jessica Lasnewski. She had a big swing for this team way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boot, she didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got her team going, and she's looking for more right here.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Runner at second. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Beltre makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Corey Wolverine, the next up for the Padres. This hitter with big-time power and an elite defender. Popped up. Bones brings it in. And there's 2 away. Man, is she fast.
She's so fun to watch.
up next to the
Sarah Foster, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 3. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. And first offering is fouled off. Runner on second, 2 down. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Biggio sends it to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1 hit, 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Padres 9 and the Dodgers 5. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's going to be Craig Biggio. Skubal back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The lefty fires. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Jesse Lang.
Jesse Lang steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And delivers outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jimmy Nelson up and throwing. Garcia, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. Wouldn't chase that time. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 3-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So they get a runner aboard with a one-out single.
Number 5.
Jesse Lang with her first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure she'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for her and her family. A player works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Runner on at first with one gone. And next for L.A., Henry Aaron. Snap throw to first. And she's back in safely.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. And the 1-0. There goes the runner. Pitch is low. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And he walked him.
Inside, ball 4.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tarek Skubal will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. When we get back, a new arm into the game, the righty Jimmy Nelson,
and he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So digging in, Tony Gwynn.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. And a pitch. Inside, just missed.
Be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Two on, one out. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one is out of here. His first homer of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 9-8. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, one away. And stepping in is the speedy Penny Bones. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, clearly she was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, it takes so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and she did it perfectly. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to...
Ripped on a line to center. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Tags up from second, and she'll head to third.
She was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if she gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Edgar Martinez. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Runner from third, in to score. It's 9-9. And he's got a double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get him out.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they lead it. It's 12-9. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Love to see a hitter aggressive.
So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Emma Hansen. Yeah, this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get her in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases. Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones when you got to make her pay.
Stepping in. That one hit to right. Oliva on the move. Grabs it on the run. And that's the third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 7th inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, John Franco. Stepping in for San Diego, Tony Oliva. The Padres in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And he takes a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tim Meza looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. A dive. Nice stop. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
Well, Roberto Alomar, he didn't just make plays, he created plays. He was a playmaker. This guy out there, I'd say the best to ever play second base defensively.
Next for the Padres, Gabby Porter. Hit hard, base hit. So a runner aboard now with 1 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something she could handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And she met it out front for the line drive knock.
So a runner aboard, Nolan Arenado. The next up for the Padres. Franco, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Line drive. Burns makes the grab. 2 down.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Joe Mauer. That one the other way. Boom. Puts it away. And that is that. One left for San Diego. Still looking up at a 12-9 score. Bottom of the seventh, and the batter will be the shortstop, Henry Aaron.
Shortstop, Henry Aaron.
The wind and the pitch. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Hansen. She's one of those pitchers who uses the cut fastball as her primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. The wind of the pitch.
Ball upstairs.
That clips the corner.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the right fielder, Tony Gwynn. And there's a foul ball. Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that, and it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter.
One down, base is empty. Pitch misses, and that's ball two. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 2 away.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. She throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Bones stands in now, looks at that one inside. That's inside.
Oh, she never moved because she never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Then she grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Dodgers go down quietly. It's still a 12-9 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Tim Mesa.
Tim Mesa.
And here is Jung-Woo Cousins. The Padres in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff hitter. Need a good at bat out of her right here.
And there's a base hit to the left. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Won-Young Lee. First pitch misses.
Well, the leadoff hitter gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll her up for 2.
The Padres trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one catches the zone, and it's 1-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Here's the swing and a drive, left field, and she knew it. And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. It's 12-11. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. she's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jessica Lasnewski. And that one is inside, ball one. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hard ground ball for a base knock.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but she sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So digging in now for San Diego, Corey Wolverine. Meza checks over to first, and she's back.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
And that one fouled off. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Next offering is in for a strike.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
Lasnewski aboard here at first with nobody out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Slider got her for strike 3.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. An 0-2 count. You feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Checks over to first, back safely. Next to hit, Sarah Foster. Hit hard, that gets through. Lead runner around second. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. She put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you.
Kirby Reynolds taking over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what she's got here.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Now at the plate, Tony Oliva. The corners are in, middle infield playing back for the double play. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
She deals. That misses, and it's 1-1. And the righty deals. Outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Swing and a miss. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And another ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. She's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Two on, one out. On the ground right side. Over to second for one. Back to first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning, but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the eighth. And now the center fielder, Sasha Reed. Singy, you've got to appreciate someone who's this good defensively. I mean, watching her track balls in the outfield, it's beautiful. That one finds the zone. 0-1. So how much does her speed factor into her ability to go get it?
Well, Boog, it's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. And because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, she enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Got her swinging for the strikeout. She swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Next one in the dirt. And a foul ball.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the two games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. And that's in there at the knees.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. Well, plays made there, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They still lead it, though, 12-11. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Rob Nen. A chance at his first save of the year. Well, one-run game. Stepping in for San Diego, Gabby Porter.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give her the cycle.
The pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. That misses the zone. Ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed. Nolan Arenado on deck for the Padres. And a 3-1 on the way. This one lifted in the air, left field. Bones in position. And there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Arenado at the plate now, and that's inside. A 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is downstairs. And another ball Joe Mauer in the San Diego on deck circle. On the ground to the left. Finds its way through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Substitution being made at first. On to pinch run, Akio Iwamura. One down, runner at first. Next for the Padres, Joe Mauer. Nen keeping her close.
She's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep her lead tight.
Inside, just missed. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Go to second, and she's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch her, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but...
And that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Bird. They turned to her when they didn't have the lead. She kept things steady, and she's rewarded with the W.
And a final score, 12-11. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive safely.
Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, opening day baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Ready to go. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Richie Ashburn. As the lefty gets to work. And that one fouled off. Kicks and fires. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. So a pitcher making her major league debut and getting the opening day start. Not something we see very often.
No kidding, Boog. And just look around the league here on opening day. You'll see a lot of proven aces getting the start. So they're hoping that that's what she can be for this organization. Someone who can start a bunch of opening days for them in the future as well.
And that's the first strikeout of her major league career.
Yeah, and it could be the first of many if she meets the goal she set for herself and the expectation others have for her. She doesn't want to just win games. She wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And
here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a pitcher that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt her rhythm, make her uncomfortable a little bit. The hitters that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get her moving off the mound. If you're in the box and she seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up her timing, somehow try to get in her head a little bit. And then when she does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And now the count is even. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities she's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to pitchers like this, a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
That one almost got her. 2 outs, base is empty. Just misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ralph Kiner up next. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab after a long run. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here in Philadelphia, and towing the slab in this one, Nolan Ryan. Singing the numbers he's racked up in his career are almost unprecedented.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Freddie Freeman. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
We're watching a pitcher on the mound who can do it all. Ryan has one of the best fastballs we've ever seen, and he's as durable as they come. Nobody strikes out batters like the Ryan Express.
And that's down and away. Next offering is down low. And there's the automatic. 3-1 is on the way. Fouled off. He was late. Right-hander kick steals. Inside ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Wade Boggs now. Ryan, a former All-Star. More than 300 wins in his career, and he was a second-round pick in 2024. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Count 1-0.
Runner takes off. Fought off foul. The other way, and there's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Lou Gehrig stands in for the Phillies. He's got the power but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
Nope, that's bad.
First offering, and it just misses. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
First and second, no outs here on opening day. And he swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two and two. Inside, almost got him. Three-two now. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Mickey Mantle. Golden opportunity right here. That one to first. Feeds to second. Out there. They complete the double play, but the run scores. It's 1-0.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Vladimir Guerrero. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs. That one fouled off. At the belt and fires. That catches the corner.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Next pitch, not close, up high. And he deals. And that just misses. J.D. Martinez hitting on deck circle. 2 outs with a runner at third. Got him! And there's a new strikeout king in Major League Baseball. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves 0. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. Here's some real power at the plate. Ralph Kiner. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The wide to kick the pitch. And downstairs. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
The 2-1. And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Elena Schofield next up for the Braves, trying to pick up her first knock in the big leagues. That's way outside. 1-0. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. And here it comes. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, it looks like she's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss. And one away.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass, it's not just the pitcher. It's other players that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep them from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that she didn't reach base.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Sean Green. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. And ball one. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
The Braves trailing by a run here in game one of this three-game set. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Comes a 2-2. And another ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Two on, one out. Ground ball left side. It's through for a hit. Here comes Kiner to third. He's in there. He comes across to score, and the Braves tie it up. It's 1-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Two on, one out. Here's Turner now. Looking for her first big league hit right here. Chopped left side. Boggs goes to second for one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park at the plate, J.D. Martinez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Ryan back to work. Strike one.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Not even close there. Ball 3. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Bert, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And a foul ball. Martinez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one missing low. Next offering way off the plate. And the pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and whipped it into the outfield.
And here's the catcher, Veronica Figueroa. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if she doesn't love it, she's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie her up, get the ball in on the plate so that she can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Huge strikeout there. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Jimmy Rollins now at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. Second and third, 1 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. Looked like it was a little bit up.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that one fouled off. The pitch. Freddie Freeman next to bat for Philadelphia. That's a base hit. 1 runs in. A second scores as well, and they take a 2-run lead.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with a well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So the lineup flips over, dives back, out.
I think the base runner was trying to catch him off guard, perhaps looking to steal right away, and wasn't ready to get back to first. Nice pickoff move by the pitcher.
That one drifts inside. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We've played 2 full. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. And a pitch. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year. It's 3-2.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
So up next, Richie Ashburn. And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And a swing and a miss.
The big bat's coming up, and a home run already surrendered. She's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
On the ground, into the outfield, base hit.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's a little bit low. To first, might be 2. Garrett to second, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Vince Williams next up for the Braves. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Ball one there. And another ball.
She really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. She knows that if she makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power hitter like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Ralph Kiner waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
Battling here as she fouls it away. Got her looking. That's a strikeout. Braves get one on the big fly. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. set for the bottom of the third. And now Wade Boggs.
The third baseman, Wade Boggs.
The right-hander back to work. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Hard ground ball, base now. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's a big power threat. Lou Gehrig. He reached out a walk his first time. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Runner at first with no outs here. Garrett checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And that's a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross. And the right-hander deals. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Mickey Mantle stands in for the Phillies. He hit into a double play his first time up. Fouled off to the right. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. I think we need to take another look because that was mostly a blur off the bat singing.
Yeah, it wasn't easy to track it initially, and that ball was just scorched. And StatCast telling us left his bat flying at 119 miles per hour. And I'll tell you, as a fielder, you're just happy when those are hit at someone else.
Now, Vladimir Guerrero. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. One run across. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. Save. It's 5-2.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. To second now, but he's safe. A run comes in the play. So digging in, Alfonso Soriano. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And first offering is fouled off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, it doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that chance handled. Fires over to first. 2 down. Veronica Figueroa will hit next.
And there's one thing on her mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. This one's got a chance, and it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. She's in safely at second as a run scores. Manager out of the dugout now. New pitcher on now, Bob Feller.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this...
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. One comes in from second. It's 8-2. And that's a double.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and it's 9-2. And that's a two-out double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now it's going to be Wade Boggs. Henderson over to first in time. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. So in the end, all set for the start of the inning. Stepping in. The long ball threat, Ralph Kiner. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
The pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Going, gone. He circles the bases. It's 9-3.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out?
And here is Elena Schofield. And that's a base hit. Runner at first. And next for Atlanta, Sean Green. Into center and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones when you got to make her pay. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Fair ball. Schofield around third. One run is in.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And the batter now, Alexis Turner. Grounded to third, could be two. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 2 outs, base is empty. Gunnar Henderson next up for the Braves. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, digging for two. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
In time to Gehrig. That ends. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Lou Gehrig. And a pitch. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Mickey Mantle. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-5.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Fires over to Guerrero. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. And now J.D. Martinez. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Henderson over to first in time. And that ends the inning. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. We're headed to the 5th. You're watching Major. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the DH, Jose Altuve. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And it's off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
That one laced to center and a base hit. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score. So she gets 2 milestones with that hit. Her first big league knock. And she drives in her first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat. And it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat she's never going to forget.
And now Ralph Kiner. He's already homered here in this one. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it and
lined, and that's a base hit. Williams coming home. She'll score easily. It's 11-7.
Comes through with the RBI. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in her wheelhouse, and she didn't miss a stitch.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ramses Torres. New arm out of the bullpen, Garrett Cole.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 11-10.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now, Alexis swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Alexis Turner with her first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure she'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for her and her family. A player works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked.
Oh, now a great stop. To second, that's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Richie Ashburn digs in now. 1 for 3. Line to right, and this one could be extra bases. One runs in. Runner around third. The relay. The tag out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time.
That's ripped into the outfield. And it gets by him. The run comes in from second. It's 12-11. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now the batter now, Vince Williams. Ripped, but it curls foul. center field. Around third. He'll score, and they lead by 2. 2 outs, runner at first. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Ralph Kiner. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. Pitch out, but no action.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were, 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. 2 outs. Rip towards third. That ends the frame. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. Home half of the 5th coming up. Braves lead this one 13-11. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Whitey Ford.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The wind to the pitch. Line to left, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. That she greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
2 hits for her in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. She got a pitch she could get to out front, kept her bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll her hands over. And that allowed her to rip that ball down the line for the double.
That's ripped. Base hit. Figueroa rounds third, headed for the plate. Head first slide, and she's safe.
Picks himself up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 1 for 2. And a base hit on the line. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Wade Boggs stands in for the Phillies. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and here. He powers that one out of here. It's 15-13. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Man, Singy, he hit that ball right on the sweep. Now on the bump, Kyle Muller.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a rope for the center field base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
You'll one. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Back-to-back singles.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So up next, Vladimir Guerrero. There's a strike.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
looking, and he didn't like the call.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and they're up by 3. Not in time. He's safe.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Back-to-back base hits. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Now it's going to be that one down the line, and foul ball. The 0-1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. 1 run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and it's now a 6-run lead. Cody Hoyer comes on now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to...
Well struck right field, and it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The throw into second, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. A massive home run. Second home run of the inning for him, and they add a couple more. It's 22-13. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Now a chance for Wade Boggs. Base hit, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And digging in for Philadelphia, Luke Gehrig. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. An offensive explosion this inning, last half of inning number 5. That one ripped. Good one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Here comes Boggs around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
He was all over that one. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Pitching change here, Scott Barlow.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 out, runner at second. And here is Mickey Mantle.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Martinez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That's hard hit on the line. Ashburn brings it in with a nice running grab.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Hard ground ball, base knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Here's the Phillies catcher, Veronica Figueroa.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for her in her last debut.
And it's through for a hit. Around third. He'll score easily. And the lead continues to grow. First and second, 2 down. Jimmy Rollins getting ready to hit. 4 for 4, 2 doubles and 2 singles. Right through there for a strike. Soriano on second. Figueroa on at first with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and they extend their lead.
That's 3 singles in a row. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle.
Jorge Lopez into the game. So the Philly batting order turns over. Freddie Freeman stands in. Ripped into right center. Base hit. Figueroa around third. She'll score, and the lead continues to grow. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
First and third, 2 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Wade Boggs. This one smoked out to left. Kiner makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the power speed combo. Elena Schofield. That's in there. Strike 1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Rips one to right. Guerrero makes the grab, and there's 1 away. And now the right fielder, Sean Green.
She smoked that fastball. She's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up she'll find a hole.
That's through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And that one is lifted in the air. Under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Now in for the Braves, Alexis Turner. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He's already homered in this game. Popped in the air, left field. Martinez has a beat on it. And that is that. So they strand a pair. Heart of the order. 3-4-5 coming up. The Phillies lead it 28-13. Back here in Philadelphia, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Lou Gehrig. Lopez back to work.
Ball, that's out.
That's outside. And that is ball one.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Right-handed reliever. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Righty delivers. And another ball. And a base hit up the middle. And the leadoff man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Mickey Mantle. He's got a couple homers already, so could he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit. And he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
In the air, center field. Ashburn in position. Ashburn makes the play.
The batter, the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
So man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. And that's downstairs and outside.
Counts 1-0.
Garrett, the base runner at first with 1 out. He swings and fouls one off. Next pitch misses, and a count 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Martinez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. This ball's chopped to the ground, and it goes just foul. Ball to strike, and another ball. That one misses. 3-1. Alfonso Soriano in the on-deck circle. The Phillies up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Here's a high chopper. She picks it up in foul territory. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. And he chases that one. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Back at Citizens Bank Park, digging in, Richie Ashburn. Kirkland measures 5 feet 10 inches, only 18 years old, and she was the 2nd round pick in 2024. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Altuve, the next to hit, takes ball one. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Anthony Bender up and loosening in the pen. Minter getting loose as well.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Guerrero pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Vince Williams. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch misses.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Man at first, one away. Pitch misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Out towards right center field. Mantle under it. Mantle pulls that one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Ralph Kiner.
And now here is Ralph Kiner. Foul ball there.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
0-1 down. And it's fouled away. Ashburn, the runner at first with 2 gone. Misses. And the count is 1-2.
It's a good take.
Pitch misses. It's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Next offering is downstairs. Elena Schofield waits on deck. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. And he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Nice weight transfer there. He gets the front foot down. And when a hitter's hitting against a firm front side, his hands can be lightning quick through the zone.
So 2 on with 2 away. And next for Atlanta, Elena Schofield. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. She deals. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Just outside. And the count's even at 2. First and second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Struck her out looking. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Alfonso Soriano.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Bird. They turned to her when they didn't have a lead. She kept things steady, and she's rewarded with the W.
Tons of offense in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
And 16 minutes.